The dangerous love of the cat and ladybug. In exaltation, Tiki began growing concerned over Marinette's sudden love for Cat Noir. But why exactly would it be so bad for Ladybug and Cat Noir to fall in love? Well, according to Tiki, any bad blood between the two holders can have disastrous effects on the world, and we have witnessed this firsthand. But that was mainly because of Gabriel's involvement. Let's say Gabriel was a good father, who didn't try to sabotage his son's love life. Would it still be dangerous? When it comes to love, you can't really have a perfect relationship without fights and arguments. It's only natural to bicker once in a while. So if Ladybug and Cat Noir were to start dating, then that would be a potential risk. But when Tiki stated that conflicts between them can literally end the world, what does she mean by that? I know the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses are the most powerful of the bunch, and they can make whatever wish come true. Of course, with its fair share of consequences. But that doesn't take away the fact that it's insanely powerful. But Adrien and Marinette are still somewhat sane human beings, so I can't imagine them plotting world domination after a fight. Maybe the heightened negative emotions between them can create dangerous levels of energy too strong for the world to handle. Or perhaps it's dangerous because of their vulnerability, because when they're angry or sad, they don't think as clearly, and villains can take advantage of that. But if a romance between the two holders was so dangerous, then why did Master Fu look happy when he said,
"Those two are made for each other"?
It's pretty cruel to put two people who are so-called made for each other in a situation where they can't love one another for the sake of the world. It sounds to me like the only option they have is to give up their miraculouses. This was also hinted at by Jeanne d'Arc in Reunion. When Jeanne d'Arc told the story of how her and Dark Grimalkin fell in love, they didn't get to live out their love story until after they renounced their miraculouses. So are Adrien and Marinette going to give up theirs too, so they can also have their happy ending? The sun and moon theory. The sun and moon has been a theme in the fandom for a while now. People often think the moon symbolizes Marinette, while the sun symbolizes Adrien. And even the characters have referenced this, like Marinette's confession in Glaciator 2. She said, "Ever since I met you, I've had 3 suns in my heart." In Dark Cupid, Adrien wrote in his love letter to Ladybug, "Your hair is dark as night." Night, moon, get it? And in Marinette's response letter to Adrien, she wrote, "Your hair shines like the sun." I've also noticed that whenever there's a sunset in a scene, Adrien falls more and more in love with Ladybug/Marinette. While when there's a night scene, especially when the moon is in the shot, Marinette falls more and more for Cat Noir/Adrien. Also, Marinette fell in love with Adrien in the evening, while Adrien fell in love with Ladybug in the daytime. There's also this picture from the movie that Jeremy released, where Adrien is looking up at the moon and smiling. A little random, I know, but I just wanted to point it out. Another piece of evidence comes from Cat Blanc. Cat Blanc destroyed the moon after Marinette broke his heart, and later said, "It was our love that did this to the world." And after Adrien was hurt by Marinette in the New York special, he looked at the moon with a disappointed expression, as if the moon reminded him of her. But why does it even matter what the moon or sun represents? I think it puts an interesting perspective on Adrien and Marinette's relationship. Their love feels more intentional and meant to be, like they're soulmates, rather than it just being a happy accident. Gabriel won't make the wish. There's a season 5 episode called Recreation, which is the second to last episode of season 5. At first, it sounds like it's Tiki's power, but Tiki's power is creation. So I think the power of recreation is the cat and Ladybug's miraculous powers combined, since to recreate something, you have to destroy it first. So this power will definitely be used somehow in this episode. But by who? It's been built up since season 1 that Gabriel will bring Emily back by making the wish. This has been his big motivation all along. But what if he's not the one to use it? Rather, it will be Ladybug or Cat Noir. Why would the responsible heroes use it instead though? My theory goes like this. Now keep in mind, this is just a guess of how I think it would go down. The reveal has already happened. Adrien finds out his father is Monarch and tells Marinette. They make a plan to ambush him and take the Miraculouses back, and they succeed in getting the Miraculouses, and now are only left with Gabriel. Gabriel is cornered. He's already figured out Cat Noir is Adrien by this point. With his Miraculouses stolen from him, he feels helpless and desperate. Then, he remembers that he has one secret weapon that none of them knows about. Adrien. Adrien is a sentimonster, and Gabriel has the ring on. He orders Cat Noir to take Ladybug's earrings, and Cat Noir automatically activates his cataclysm and moves closer to her. Ladybug stands there confused and in shock. As Cat Noir goes to take the earrings, Ladybug moves away, so he misses. and his powered-up hand slips and accidentally touches Ladybug. Ladybug falls to the ground and reeks in pain. Gabriel tells Cat Noir to take the earrings and give them to him, and he obeys. That's when Marinette begs him to stop, while still in great pain. Cat Noir stops for a moment, looks at the earrings in his hands, and that's when it sinks in. Gabriel yells at him. Adrien puts his hands on his head, fighting the commands. Gabriel is confused. It shouldn't be possible for him to go against him. Finally, Cat Noir has come back to his senses, and is in utter disbelief. He rushes to Marinette, who is now unconscious. Marinette won't respond to him, and he panics. Cat Noir can't accept this. This isn't happening. He then puts on the Ladybug earrings. Of course, Gabriel tries to stop him, but it's too late. He has already unified the Miraculouses, and is ready to make his wish, to bring Marinette back. And that's where Season 5 ends. The theory isn't perfect by all means, but I think it makes more sense for Adrien to ultimately use it, since he even considered using it in the episode Passion, and Marinette is way more cautious when it comes to meddling with magical forces. As I said, this is just a guess of how it could go down. If you guys have any ideas, then please tell me in the comments. Felix will expose a scent monster. Some say Adrien's a scent monster, which is basically confirmed at this point. Others say Kagami might even be one. I think either Jeremy or Thomas confirmed that there are a couple active scent monsters in the show. Don't take my word for it though. Anyways, now that Felix has the miraculous of the peacock, he can expose scent monsters, or even make them disappear if he wants to. Scary. So my theory is that when Felix finally returns, he's gonna come with a couple surprises. It's literally never boring when he's on screen. I am craving some Felix drama at this point. Not that we're lacking in that department. By the way, not to get sidetracked, but I just had an epiphany. What if Felix abducted Adrien, and he has been posing as Adrien this whole time? And that's why Adrien is acting so different, and also why he's taken an interest in Marinette. That would be wild. But he would have to be a master at manipulation to pull that off. Actually, no. No way. That's all the theories for today. I just quickly want to say a big thank you for over 1,000 subscribers. I'm just blown away and so grateful. The response I got on my last theory video was just amazing. And I was literally smiling from ear to ear, reading all your theories in the comments. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, and as always, till next time.